Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. So, given that it is the year 2022 and we are in the month of September, Hayden, will you please calm down? Yeah, go play with the ball elsewhere. Right, as I was saying before my Kubro interrupted. We're in September 2022 and we still have the Deviri paradox coming in winter. God knows when in winter, but in winter. I'm predicting first week of December. But other than that, the only other thing people are looking forward to is crossplay and cross save. And you see it all the time on bloody dev streams and other streams and just talking about when cross save, when cross play. I am gonna say it's either coming out with the Deviri paradox or January, and I would rather, this is gonna probably be an unpopular opinion, I would rather have it come out February or March next year, because there are some issues that need to be taken into account before it gets released, and it needs to be run through test servers extensively. And my reason for saying that is just the countless issues that are now becoming more frequent or more apparent as the game is right now. And one thing I shall talk about in particular, or one thing that I will use as an example anyway. When I was trying to do this Archon hunt, it took 3 attempts to get into a public squad to play this with other players. The first 2 times I tried, in the loading screen, it just said it was giving you the host matchmaking disconnection from squad, you will be returned to the orbiter, blah blah blah, all that jazz. That happened twice, and those both count as mission fails. And then when I finally got into the mission, I was a Mesa Prime, we had a Protea, a Garuda and a Wisp. There was so much going on in the mission. Oh sorry, that's on rescue. Here we are, defense there. There was so much going on in this mission with all of us. So much on screen that frames started to drop to near nothing. And for the last 2 rounds, I was stuck in my 4. I was stuck in Peacemaker, even after my energy ran out, so I could no longer fire a gun. I couldn't transfer into my operator and transfer back in Warframe to hopefully fix it. For the last 2 rounds, I could do nothing but just stand still in my 4th ability, even with no energy. The Archon hunts aren't tested before they're thrown at us. That much I believe, just from that experience. And another thing I've noticed with defences in general now, like I was levelling up a couple of things and I thought, I'll just join some people in Hydra, and I had an affinity booster. I'll go and play with some other players instead of going solo like I normally do. When you all try to extract after like wave 15 or 20, most squads these days only do between 10 and 15 anyway, there has become a more frequent issue where even after you've all decided to extract and it brings up your progression and what loot you got, it continues the game. Like, it doesn't cut to the load screen before you come back to your operator, your orbiter. It continues playing the game as if you're still in the defense mission and you're surrounded by Grineers still beating the shit out of you, even though they can't do any damage to you or the cryopod. Now, this week, I'm currently recording this on Friday the 16th of September. This week so far, testing this, out of the 11 times I've played on Hydron, that happened 3 times. One of the times it took 2 minutes before it cut to the loading screen and then got me back to my orbiter. The other 2 times I had to restart the game because it just didn't stop. That is an issue. That is a serious big fucking issue. I don't know what it's like with other missions. I've not tried it with anything like interception or arbitration. I don't know how it's going to play out there. But that's an issue. And I think a lot of issues also happen with cross-gen, because I'm on PlayStation 4. I know I'm playing with other people on PlayStation 5. I know the same thing's going to happen with people on Xbox. They're going to be playing on different generation Xboxes. I'm not sure what it's like with PC or Nintendo. But, you know, host migration issues are still a pain in the ass. But the thing with cross-gen is loading times. Loading times are very different. Because you can do like a sortie or these Archon hunts, and people on PS5 will be able to load up and get ready quicker than people on PS4, and they'll have the match countdown timer going, and you may want to change to a different loadout, but you're not given the chance to, and already in the game before your loading screen gives you a chance to actually get out. So all these issues, and plus I had a look on the forums very briefly before I made this video. People on PC talking about similar issues and other weird ones where that happens and then they don't get any loot, or people trying to matchmake with friends but then they can't even join the same game, no matter whether they're on their orbiters or in relays or in dojos. Other people talking about the different loading times between cross-gen. All of this needs to be taken into account, and other issues on the forums need to be taken into account before they even put crossplay out. Because those will break the crossplay experience on Warframe. I would happily love to play with people on Xbox, on PlayStation, on PC, on Nintendo. But it needs to be tested properly and thoroughly. They actually need to use their test servers before throwing that at us. A lot of, like, they are gonna need to calibrate the loading times between, I mean, they need to calibrate the loading times now for cross-gen, because that's why I mostly play solo now. I just can't be bothered to play with a squad, and if we go from a defense mission to a rescue mission, I might want to change from Mesa to my Loki, but I don't have the chance to because the timer for the next mission's already begun. And the game has already launched and I'm fucking stuck with a non-stealth frame. But yeah, along with host migration issues, network not responding issues, which have been a consistent nightmare since the Sacrifice update on PlayStation. I'm not sure what they're like on Xbox, on Nintendo or PC. They've just got a lot to fix, and loading times do need calibrating in order for everyone to just be able to go into a mission at the same time and come out of a mission and do whatever they need to do before they start the next one at the same time. Because if it's already a pain in the arse now, it's going to be a bigger pain in the arse when they bring out crossplay. And that's pretty much all I've got to say on it. I still, like I said, I think give it till like February or March. That's when I think we'll see crossplay. But no doubt they'll try and push it with the Deviri paradox, or January. Yeah, that's all I've pretty much got to say on the matter. And no doubt the next dev stream we go into, there'll still be people talking about wanting cross save and cross play, and just give it a rest, will ya? We get it, the devs get it, you want it, it takes time, and it needs to take more time than they think it does, if we're honest with each other here. And with that being said, I'm gonna go chill out, and I shall see you all later.